Hello everyone, welcome to this month's edition of In the Grove. I'm Sue Heaton and so happy to have with us again this month Jeff Franke. Welcome back, Jeff.
We've good missed to be back.
You. Yeah.
It's been a busy summer.
You are a busy man. Have you been spending time at the Midsummer concerts, Jeff?
I have. I had to miss a few, but I saw a couple of them and very happy.
Yeah, very large turnout.
Great weather again.
Great. I mean,
now they're over. I don't want to not jinx. So
right.
we've never had one rained out. So we hope to keep that
wonderful
going.
Tradition. And now we go from summertime activities into some of the fall activities. We've always have something on the calendar. So today I will be speaking with representatives from our library. We have the second annual Comic-Con event coming up. That was lots of fun last year, so they decided to do it again, even bigger this year. And then the parade committee. You know, we did have a change this year in the month that we are holding the parade, so we're going to learn about the hometown parade. And then there's another big event that happens. You know a little bit about it.
A little bit about it.
Yeah, that's our Oktoberfest. So we have all those topics to cover.
Yes, I
lots to talk about today.
Exciting fall coming up.
It certainly is. So we hope you will join us. We will be right back with our program. Welcome back to the program, everyone. As you can see, we have a full table of guests today. To my immediate right is Richie Sandberg. Next to Richie is Jenny Hale. Hi, Jenny.
Hi.
And then next to Jenny is Tammy Wolf. Glad to have you with us too, Tammy. And all of you come to us from the Elk Grove Village Library. Correct. Who's in charge? Who wants to take credit?
Not us. Our library director, who's not here.
Who's not here today. Well, there's always lots of activities going on at our library, and it's a wonderful gathering place. Let me just add, my son was in from out of town last week and went over there and was so totally impressed. They have nothing like that where he lives. So it's an organization, as we know, to be proud of. So what exactly do the three of you do at the library? What is the main theme that you are here to talk about today?
Well, I'm the head of circulation services at the Elk Grove Village Public Library, and I'm also one of the people that helps out with this committee that we have for Comic-Con that helps.
So we're going to talk about Comic-Con. I remember that last year. That was a big turnout.
Yes, it was.
Were you happy with the results?
Yeah, what did we have?
All your efforts?
We had over 2,000 people in the door
That's a good
for a
turnout.
short Sunday.
So you decided, well, this is a hit, let's do it again.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Well, how have you changed it? Any improvements? What did you think that you might do differently this year?
Well, this from last year we did a survey after the program, and we had a lot of online and physical surveys, and what we found is that our users wanted food trucks. So we actually got a food truck to come. So far it's one. We can't see any other ones. We're still working on the contracts for those. But we have one coming so far, so that's always a plus.
So that's a change.
Yeah, that is a change. We haven't done much in terms of different things, except we have one giant guest that we're very excited about. We did officially book Sven Gulli. He's coming to our Comic-Con between the hours of 1 and 3 o'clock. And
good work there.
It's not too bad, at all. So if anybody wants to come and visit with Sven Gulli, we are planning to put him in our adult services department. We're going to push him to the back of the library. He's going to be in the quiet study room, which is once our quiet study room, now will be Sven Gulli's headquarters. Everybody can take a picture with him. You can have stuff signed as well. It has to be personalized, one item per person. If you do not have anything for him to sign, he will have little postcards. Of pictures of him that you can get signed as well.
And there'll be some merchandise, Sven Gulli merchandise.
Sven Gulli merchandise.
So they can be, that was your idea on?
I think that came with the whole package.
It did. We had no choice in the matter. It just came with it.
So for people who haven't heard about Comic-Con, I know they have this type of activity in other locations.
Yeah.
What is it?
Well, let's.
It's just a good time.
It is. I mean, it is a good time.
All about comics?
Well, technically, I mean, that is one of the things that we have too. Is we actually have our first comic book store here. That's something that people wanted to have because last time we couldn't book a comic vendor, but now that we do, so we're going to have comic books and graphic novels being sold by Comics Revolution in Mount Prospect, Illinois. We also have a car show for famous movie cars. And that was a big hit last year as well. And then we have, what else do we have? We have Artist Alley.
Artist Alley, yeah.
Lots of artists.
Well, if I remember correctly last year, Jenny, weren't you one of the original people with the original idea?
Yeah, lots
Take
of
some
libraries.
credit here.
Yeah, I guess I shall, if you insist. But a lot of libraries, a lot of public libraries specifically, have been doing this for years. In fact, one of the longest running is located at the Joliet Library, and I think this year is their 10th year doing, theirs is specifically Star Wars related, so Star Wars Day. And then Niles Public Library, Arlington Heights, everyone.
Schaumburg.
And so definitely Schaumburg. And I feel like, I feel it's one of those things, one of those events that marries really well with what we do and showcases off a lot of things that we already provide. So we have comics, we have books in general, we have graphic novels.
We
One
have
of the biggest.
a large graphic novel collection. It's over 6,000 graphic novels.
So it brings more exposure to everything
Definitely.
available.
And movies. We have plenty of superhero movies.
Lots of
It's
superhero
crazy.
movies.
We have
And
all the
now
newest superhero movies too.
we have a makerspace to show off, and so we're going to be using that as part of one of the things that we offer during Comic-Con. And there's a couple things going on in there, like crafts, and I think there's
Something
t-shirt
called an
thing.
artist alley
Yes.
Yes.
for purchase, like a craft show, or is this
Correct.
just to display their work? Oh, they can be
Yes,
purchased
and yes,
as well.
yes,
That's
both
always
things.
kind of fun. too.
Yeah, original artist work too, like prints and stuff that they draw.
Now you mentioned something about an auto show as well.
Yeah. So last year we had 4 or 5 movie
I
cars.
think we had 5 larger ones and one
Okay.
land speeder from
So
Star Wars.
we did have 5 vehicles outside, and you can go out and take pictures with movie cars. And this year, one of the biggest movie cars that we were able to get contracted in with us is the Chicago Bluesmobile. The owner, as a matter of fact, he is kind of famous now. He was on Netflix, so if anybody who has Netflix, they can go and watch Comedians in Cars getting coffee with Jerry Seinfeld. That's the show, and his car is featured in the episode with Seth Rogen and Jerry Seinfeld.
I think it's
So-
the second episode.
It's the second one on this show.
Oh,
Okay,
fun.
so you've seen it already.
Yeah.
Oh, good for you. Okay, so that was one of the biggest guests, and I would think a huge draw this year. So we were very fortunate.
Seems
to
to
have
me that the three of you don't really feel like you go to work. Seems like you have a lot of fun putting
Yeah.
all this
Yeah, we
together.
try to, yeah.
Yeah, we do. I mean, that's the whole point. Is if you can't have fun at work, then work is not
Yeah, it's
a
not
good
a whole
place.
lot of
No,
fun. So
no.
speaking of fun at work, will all of you be dressed in costume? Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. No, I
Parts
don't
of a
think so.
Yeah.
I'd leave that to the professionals.
spirit.
that
Spirit, we
look
will
better
be.
than I do in costume. Anyway,
So
Yeah.
what day of when is this taking place?
this is on Saturday, September 28th. It's going to run from 11 to 3 o'clock p.m. at our library.
At the
of course.
library. Everyone knows where that's at.
1001 Wellington Avenue. Woo!
Yeah, yeah.
There you go.
And beyond Comic-Con, what else can we say? What stands out to all of you about the services, the staff, everything that is there for the residents of Elk Grove?
So last year, I mean, this was our first ever one we've ever done. Really, we had our artists. We gave our artists and our vendors some feedback forms as well. We wanted to know what they thought of our first event, what we could do next year. I've never heard of such a response that was positive. I mean, this was our first time doing anything like this, and our staff, more importantly, was featured prominently in the surveys that said our staff was some of the best people they've ever, in any library, in any capacity. Our staff, we have to give a big shout out to them because they made that completely work the whole day. I mean, they were so.
of hours involved.
It was just, I couldn't believe how well our staff did, and it's just to know that they were valued by all the people that were our guests.
Tammy,
It's
did you
insane.
feel that way too? A lot of good feedback from residents?
I thought that the survey was really positive, and the things that they suggested we improved on this year. They asked for more participation in areas for the teens. So we actually have a contract with a mobile escape room. And so that's a pretty popular item right now with teens, and there'll be a mobile escape room outside that they can register for.
Superhero theme.
People still like a real handheld book. I know I do. To actually have
I
a
do.
book to read from as opposed to electronic reading.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Those stats
Especially
have always
for students who
always
read
good.
it in front of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it's wonderful that you came to. What do you have, giveaways also?
Oh yes, we do. Yes, we do. Tammy,
Oh.
can you show us the first form of giveaway. If these are library cards, aren't they? Oh,
Pretty
look at
fancy
that.
library cards.
Yeah, they're not bad.
My library card does not have like a superhero on it.
We can get you one.
Well, I mean,
Come on over.
we need you to come over and get
are
one.
they issuing those as we now speak? Are they already available?
Yes, and it's during Library Card Sign a Month, which is September. These are prominently featured. You guys can come in, and if you want to replace your card, you definitely get one of these limited edition ones. 'Cause, when
cool.
they run out, they run out. That's it.
And then, Jenny, what have you got in front of you?
Oh, this is the program booklet for this year. It's still a work in progress because we're still fleshing out ideas and times and locations, but mostly it's all settled. But yeah, so this will be available at our Comic-Con information booth, which will be located in the library, and that's where you could also pick up one of these little bags. No, well,
Just
not
like
little.
that?
Yeah, sure. Like one, I think it's either 100 or some.
Yeah, we have
first
100 of
free,
these
yeah.
guys, and within the bag itself, we also have free comic books. As long as you're one of the first 100 that comes in, you'll get free comic books
Really?
here. We have plenty to choose from.
Something like that.
It is random, so we can't guarantee what comic you'll receive, but more importantly, you will get a book that comes in. So.
Well, the one I remember is Archie. You know,
We have Archie.
I don't know.
We have Archie
We'll
comics
We'll
in the
have, to,
book.
we'll have to work on that. You never know.
Oh, maybe
He may come. Jughead will come back too.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Well, again, I can sense the excitement that all of you bring to this project. It's just another wonderful activity that is offered by our library. It is a great, it's just a great place for families to go, from all the children's activities that are offered to all the adult services and the computer room and everything. Top notch, and like I say, admired by many. So thanks for taking time to come on over. Hope it's a big success for you again this year, and I know it will be, and that it'll grow even more.
Yeah.
So thank you to Tammy and to Jenny and to Richie for being here. Have
you.
fun with it.
Yeah, we'll hope to see you all there, and we'll see you there.
Okay.
Thank
You got to
you.
come and get a library card.
I have to get a new card.
Yes.
Well, thank you, everybody. We will be right back with the rest of our program. Well, welcome back, everyone. Now, don't worry if you're like me and you're thinking, well, wait a minute, June came and went. I missed the parade this year. That's not true, right?
Right.
Right. So we have today with us now, this is Beth Valerio and Nancy Zarnak, and they are both here representing the Hometown Parade Committee. We didn't miss it this year, did we?
No.
You just changed you decided, what was it? The weather was always so
Too
warm.
hot last year.
Too hot.
And that's where we had to cancel it.
What a shame, with everything all set to go, and then Mother Nature was just too hot. So who started to think about, maybe let's move it into more coolish, fallish weather?
Actually, I think the board we were talking about it, especially because it's going to be going right into the Oktoberfest this
Perfect.
year. So it'll really be a really family-oriented type of occasion.
Yes, we have to get the word out that we will be having a parade on, what date is this?
September 21st
First. Oh, that'll be
at
nice.
2 p.m.
Perfect weather day for a parade.
Elk Grove Boulevard, Tawny to
We know, the same
Tower.
Tower.
and
Instead of Carnival.
Lions Boulevard. Sorry,
Lions-
Lions Boulevard.
Okay, so instead of going into Carnival, we go into Oktoberfest. And I know we'll be talking about that later in the show, but right now, are we going to have a lot of entries this year?
So far, I think we had 32
I think.
signed up, with more coming in.
Some of the regulars that we've seen in the past?
Yes.
And all the favorites?
We have a couple of new ones, but I can't think of them right now. You know, a few new bands and so
Well,
forth.
that'd be nice.
It was an interesting thing. We also thought by changing the date, we would get more high school bands now that it's September.
Certainly.
Guess what?
Oh, they have commitments?
It's competition.
Oh,
Band
no.
competition that weekend. So
Of all weekends. So our Elk Grove
best
High
laid
School-
plans, you know.
Yeah,
We don't know even if Elk Grove Band will be in.
well, certainly.
We're still
Sure.
waiting on that. But
Certainly, yeah.
but-
But there will be some kind
Oh,
of
yes.
musical
Oh.
entries.
Oh,
Can't
yes.
have parade without that.
And all of it is music across the ages is
So,
what our theme
The
is.
theme is music throughout the ages?
Yes, music through the ages. So we're hoping that everyone is musically inclined who's in our parade.
Won't that be kind of fun? Yeah.
We
we'll,
kept the theme from last year,
Yeah.
and
Oh.
hopefully for the scouting groups that make the floats and so forth, that it
So-
would be easier
Oh,
to
right,
have.
because maybe they already had something
I
going.
know, and it was such a shame to have to cancel like that, you know, but.
So
happened.
the
It happened.
trustees have their costumes?
From
their
last year,
ideas from last
absolutely.
year, and-
We are going to be the village people.
No.
which
Well,
is-
how appropriate.
Because remember, last year, they were going to be, they performed during the July concert.
Perfect. And then,
So we thought this would be a great
A great
lead-in,
tie-in.
but we're gonna do it anyway.
how do they come up with these themes each year? Just, that's your responsibility, Beth?
We think of it as a committee. We throw out some ideas and then pick one that sounds like it would be easy to get people to get involved with.
Now, maybe this year's does not take as much preparation because of circumstances, but typically, it's a lot of work putting the
Absolutely.
parade together, huh?
Yes, it's a commitment.
Reaching out to different organizations, or maybe a lot of them approach you, I'm not quite sure.
Well, we send out the applications and then see what comes back, and applications are online for people who, by word of mouth, can come in and fill them out and send them in, and then we look at how many bands we have and how many different things we have, and then some people we don't have in the parade for various reasons, or there's just no room for that, but we try to get everyone involved.
And all the local organizations like Scouting and the dance troops and that, they all have a lot of fun and look forward to
Yes.
being there and showing off and you know,
Absolutely.
just being part of the parade.
The one nice thing too is, you know, our parade grand marshal is Kitty Weiner.
Oh,
And she was instrumental in raising the funds for the VFW elevator.
oh, which was a
Right,
success.
and in 2017, when that contest, you know, when the raffle and the whole thing, the winner of the Corvette at that time, he's going to be driving her in the parade.
Oh, nice.
Gary Spratt.
Yes.
So you're going to see the car
Yeah,
plus our, you know,
very fun.
and I don't know if you know our announcers for this year, Sue. We have two very nice local people that are going to do the announcing for the parade.
Oh.
George Knickerbocker and
Sue.
Oh.
Sue.
Well, I'd just like to take a moment too to recognize Jim Heffron for all the
Oh, we
years. We
miss
miss, it won't, the voice will be
Yeah.
missing, but in spirit he'll be, you know,
Jim
there
had
always,
so
you know.
much knowledge of the parade
Oh.
too. You've been doing it a long time with Jim.
Yeah,
And,
it was so
his-
sad to hear of his passing, but you think of all the years, his contributions. It
Absolutely.
was just one part of what he did. So it will seem not quite right not having Jim there too, but he's just looking from a different vantage point.
That's true.
Right.
He's going to take care of the weather for us.
Okay, did you hear that, Jim?
Yeah, Jim, listen. And you know, saying contributions, we have some sponsors this year that we'd like to
Well, who
recognize.
do you want to talk about that?
The Sign Center, Chicago Offset, Atlas SN Holdings, Jerry Castle and Son High Lift, Dars Holding Corp., A&H Plumbing and Heating, the Elk Grove Chamber of Commerce, Grove Memorial Chapel, Crosstown Electric, Cozini LLC, and we'd also like to recognize that DUMAC is donating marshmallows to throw out during the parade.
Bring your bags, children. Always nice.
We went to a visit to DUMAC, which I had no idea that they made marshmallows in Elk Grove Village. Many
Even Nancy
years.
did not know that?
Did not know that. Had I known. Anyway, we had a wonderful visit and we talked about the parade.
And they're going
And
to
they
do
are
that.
going to be donating little packets, and I thought
Oh, fun.
be better than the hard candy maybe for
Yeah.
a change.
Yeah, because sometimes I had to duck and bob
Yeah.
and weave when that's being
Yeah,
thrown
yeah.
their way. Yeah,
But the kids look forward to the
yeah,
candy.
it's a big thing with
It
the
is.
parade.
It is.
Who doesn't love a parade? I'll tell you, they're always fun and just
And
another
we'll
great gathering.
Just like last year, we'll still be collecting non-perishable food items for
Well,
the.
let's talk about that for a moment. So when people come to the parade route,
they
think
can
of
bring
others and bring some non-perishable.
Yes.
And where's the drop-off for that?
They're going to be walking along the parade route with buggies, picking it up.
Oh, we need
Or
to.
there'll also be cans at Lions Boulevard and at JFK.
Nice.
There'll be places to drop there.
Oh, that's great.
So the food pantry will benefit also.
Boy.
And usually in the summer, that kind of goes low.
Low.
And so that's something that when the food pantry had asked, and we
wonderful.
thought this would be a great way of doing it, and we're going to try it and
You
see
know,
how
we're
it
just, in addition to lots of fun activity, we're a caring community. You know, we have to be out there helping others.
As the mayor
Absolutely.
and the rest of our village says, Elk Grove cares
Cares.
in many, many ways.
They really do.
So
Well, we care about you guys and all the efforts that you put in every year. I bet you already got the wheels turning.
Thinking about it.
For next, yeah, giving it some thought, how to improve upon something that's already so wonderful in many ways. So we're hoping, okay, you heard it, the orders, Jim. Good weather day for our first fall parade.
fall parade.
That'll be nice, beautiful, crisp. I can already feel it. Crisp
I-
air, pretty colors all
hope so.
around, and then kind of feed right into Oktoberfest for
There's
refreshments
going to be
and
a lot, there's
bands.
going to, not only that, but there's going to be a lot of activities for the children at Oktoberfest in the afternoon.
Oh, we can't wait to hear about that.
And
too.
I'm sure
We'll talk about
you'll
that.
talk
Well,
about
yeah,
that with the
great.
Oktoberfest. But it's going to be
Once
a
again.
wonderful family opportunity
I know.
for
Well,
a
here we are
get-together.
just enjoying the midsummer concert series, and then we have something to look forward to for the fall.
Absolutely.
That's
Yeah, the
true.
year does go quickly, though, does not?
Time passes so quickly now.
Yeah. But thank you once again, Nancy and Beth, for taking time
Thank
to
you.
come in and get us all excited about the hometown parade in Elk Grove Village this year. Thank you very much.
Be
Thank
there.
you.
Be there,
Please,
Nancy
be
says.
there.
Be
That's
there. Thank you, everyone. We will be right back with the remainder of our program. Well, now that we've heard all about the hometown parade, that's going to kind of filter right into Oktoberfest. And Jeff, you're here to tell us more about this big event.
Yes, it's new this year that we're going to focus with the parade. We had issues with the parade, obviously, for heat, and if it would have been this year at the same time, it would have been rain.
So good luck. Yeah, good decision.
It was a good decision to move it. So we're going to have the parade and go right over to Oktoberfest on Saturday. Oktoberfest will be starting on this 20th of September, Friday night. It'll be from 6 to 11. And we'll have all the German food. We'll have German beer. Microphone, again, is going to make 2 German beers this year that we can try. And
Do you have a favorite? Or
the one they
any
made, I
German?
can't remember the name, Pol Probst, I think they called it last year, was very good. It sold out the first night.
It was popular.
So we have more kegs coming of that, and he has a Kolsch style beer, which is another style of German beer that they'll be selling. Plus we'll have all the other types of beer or wine coolers, things like that for people. The band that night will be Paloma. They were here last year. Everybody loved them on Friday night. The food, Tasty Catering again is doing it. All sorts of, well, they're going to have chicken schnitzel, they'll have sausage, they'll have hamburgers for people that don't want German food, hot dogs. The big add to food this year is a larger pretzel than last year.
And who requested that?
This guy that sits in that front office up there called the mayor decided they had to get bigger. So I don't know how big this is going to be, but it's going to be big.
Yeah, hey, that's
So-
how we like to do things here in Elk Grove.
Yeah, every year we keep adding a bigger pretzel. So that'll be Friday night. And then Saturday after the parade, we're going to open Oktoberfest at 3 o'clock. What we want to do is get into, a lot of towns do Saturday, Sunday, but they open up for families
Nice.
during the day. It's not more of the beer kind of thing. It's more of just it's a festival in Germany, and we want to try to open that up. So from the parade right there, we're going to have kids events, and we're going to have kid blow up slides and houses so kids can play. They're going to have bags games and things. We're going to run certain relay races
A lot of activity.
of stuff so the kids can get involved.
Sure.
And we're actually supposed to have a cutout of a German family that you can go stick your face in
That'd be cute.
and get a
Take a
picture
picture,
taken
sure.
with that. So we're trying to open it up to more families, being that we're, after the parade at 3 o'clock, and the kids stuff will go to like about 7 and that, and then the families normally go. But it was a family-friendly program last year. A lot of people brought it. It's obviously it's not a rowdy party kind of atmosphere. It's a polka music kind of everybody meet with their neighbors kind of
Yes.
a party. So we look forward to that. That will go from 3 to 11 on Saturday night,
Both
the
nights
21st.
going to 11.
Till 11, yeah, but opening at 3 on Saturday. But we have we've had a lot of suggestions and different. I think we're adding mac and cheese this year to one of the sides. That was something somebody asked about. So
Sure.
you're going to have German potato salad or mac and cheese you can get. There'll always be the root beer floats, which is another thing the mayor said we had to have.
I like his ideas.
Yeah, I guess. I didn't always put it together with Oktoberfest.
I like a
but-
root beer, so
well,
non-alcohol.
that, but
idea.
not that the kids need to
Yeah.
have some kind of beer thing,
Yeah.
but root beer seems to go over good.
Mm-hmm.
Even a lot of people that don't drink, would
Sure.
like the root beer floats. So we're going to have apple strudel also for desserts. And the pricing's all the same. We haven't upped anything. The village covers some of the cost, but it's very easy for somebody to buy a meal for like $10.
That's great.
And I mean, this is a huge meal, or you can buy it in a la carte. So, that kind of thing. The music on Saturday night is going to be the Phoenix Band, and they play German fests all around the Chicago area. So we're looking forward to having them back. One thing I would like to mention that you can buy your tickets online at the village website, and you can save 20%.
That's a big savings.
That's if you buy $8 worth of tickets, you get $10 worth. So for $8, you get 10 tickets, each for $1.
Yeah, people should take advantage of
You
that.
if you're going to buy, $20, $30 worth, it's well worth it
Sure.
to save. And this is only on the website before the event. And we're working on trying to be able to take credit cards this year. So stay tuned to the website to make sure that this is.
can do that.
A lot of people came with credit cards or debit cards.
And had to be turned away.
Well, yeah, because of the remote area we
sure.
didn't have, but we're working on trying to get something so
Yeah.
that can work off credit card or off of phones.
because we're so used to using cards for every purchase now.
Seems like it, I see audits or I look at bank reports of my kids where they're spending 25 cents. Yeah, you debited
On a
25 cents or
but
or
that's
$1 or something like that.
smarter
But
way.
I guess that's so. We're trying to make it easier for people, but you still save a lot more money if you buy your tickets ahead of time.
So starting early afternoon with the parade,
On the Saturday,
right?
3
and
o'clock.
of course, they can come Friday night also
Friday
to
night,
Oktoberfest,
6 to
but
11.
then all day Saturday, a full day of activity.
Yep, and your
parade
tickets are good for both nights. So,
Oh, great.
if you buy some on Friday and you want to come back and even come and get food and you can take it home. I mean, a lot of people, I saw a lot of people walk away because it's
Yeah.
such a good deal that they bought meals for their whole family and brought them
Sure,
home.
yeah.
So,
Right. Well, I
yeah.
hope you continue planning to do this again next year because I think it's a hit.
we keep trying to add something to it
All
and
the
keep
time.
adjusting.
Yeah.
We'll keep at it.
Well, thank you for being our guest today, Jeff.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's always fun to have you. And we also want to thank from the library, Richie, Jenny, and Tammy for telling us all about the second annual Comic-Con coming up. That they're going to have, the cars and the costumes and the comic bags and the new library cards, lots of things for children and adults over there at
Sounds
Comic-Con.
exciting.
And then Nancy and Beth, thank them for their presence today, letting us know about the hometown parade leading right into Jeff's personal.
That's
well,
not
you
my.
don't get all the credit.
Don't blame me for
but,
it. No,
but
believe
for
me.
Oktoberfest.
Our staff, if
Right.
we have the most phenomenal people working for this town.
Yeah.
I come up with an idea, and that's
they run
basically
with it.
They are phenomenal.
Yeah,
it
that's
would
fun.
not work at all. None of these things would work at all
Without
the
credit
people we
to
have
all
employed.
the people behind the scenes. Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, thanks to everybody, and Jeff and I hope that you will join us once again next month on In the Grove. Bye-bye.
Bye.